My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paolini and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time. Breaking news. And it is this. The Netherlands has beaten Spain 2-1 at the Davis Cup. Meaning Wesley Koolhoff's tennis career continues. I'm seeing him on his knees and the Dutch delight. And Rafael Nadal's professional tennis career is now officially over. I see an embrace between Alcaraz and Nadal, and there is going to be a ceremony for Rafa. In the meantime, let me just take you through the day's events. Botic van der Zandschulp beating Rafael Nadal 6-4, 6-4 that put the Spanish on the back foot immediately. Alcaraz responded with a straight sets win over Talon Griekspoor, so it all came down to the doubles. And it all came down to two tiebreaks from Koolhof and van der Zandschulp winning 7-6, 7-6 over their Spanish opponents. But that only barely tells the story because it was a pretty dramatic doubles event. Wesley Koolhof, by the way, knew that this could potentially be his last professional match. That at least has been postponed by another 48 hours or so as the Dutch progress to the semis, where they will await the winner of Canada and Germany. But the match itself, the doubles match itself, which we've just seen reach a conclusion, saw the Spanish go up a break in the second set and seemingly set to push this to a deciding third set. However, the Dutch broke back and from that moment onwards never looked back, took an early advantage in the tiebreak, which they eventually closed out. So it's the Dutch who progress at the expense of the Spanish, including the doubles pairing of Alcaraz and Granollers. But of course, I guess the main headline from today is that Rafael Nadal's professional tennis career is now officially at an end. He finished a straight sets loss. There was a brief flurry in the second set when we thought he might mount a comeback against Botic van der Zandschulp. He was a double breakdown, got one of those breaks back. We're seeing Wesley Koolhof and Rafael Nadal on court right now. It'll be interesting to see how things pan out. Let's have a quick look at the Twitter sphere. Also, make sure you hit that like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. Get your questions in as well if you want to know what happened today. But here are some Twitter reactions. Here's where, so let's have a quick listen to the Dutch team, have a quick chat.
What were the emotions like during that match? And talk to us about the level, incredible into the first set. You really shone today.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't really think about it. I mean, I knew
Koolhof amazing today, by the way.
Very happy to be 1-1. Yeah, I knew obviously it's gonna be just like last year, 1-1, deciding doubles against Carlos and myself, unbelievable team, unbelievable players. But I didn't really think much about it. It was potentially gonna be my last match. I think I just, reached a very, very high level today, which I'm very happy about. I think we as a team did an amazing job again. Botic struggled a little bit with his returns, he told me throughout the match, but it's fine as long as you make the match point, I'm happy.
You sure you want to retire?
Yeah, I'm still pretty sure.
I'm still pretty sure, he says.
I'm not going to play next match anymore. This is one of the best matches of the year, I would say. No, just getting looking forward to the next one, but yeah, still retiring.
Botic, incredible day for you, 2 points on the board. How did you turn that second set around?
Yeah, I think Wesley helped me a lot here. He returned unbelievable. I made the break point, but no, he helped me a lot today. He played amazing, and it's a shame he's going to retire after this event. We could use him next year, but I think he's pretty sure about it to quit. So no, it's been an incredible day, man.
Paul, I'll bring you in lastly. Just tell us what it was like preparing for this tie, first of all, obviously a huge day for Rafi, huge day for Wes as well, and what that was like watching from the side, what sort of emotions you were going through today? Preparing for the whole match, you mean, or for the doubles?
Paul Horhus, of course, stole my microphone this time last year.
And then Rafa announced he was going to be this is going to be his last event, and so we knew it was going to be very special. And the Spanish team, obviously with Alcaraz in it, and Granollers as a great doubles guy, you know, we're not far from favorite, but we knew if we played well, we would have a chance in every match, and we played well, and we got the most of it. So yeah, it was. I mean, and then doing the doubles. It's amazing to get to the semifinals. It's been a long time. I think 2001 since we got to the semifinals, and fantastic that to do with these bunch of guys that really deserve it. And for Wesley in his last event, sorry about that. That it's you know, getting to the semifinals also in his last event and playing like this level. Sure, he wants to retire. We don't want him to retire, so. You know, we're gonna entice him. Maybe, you know, we need to get to the finals. We'll see you Friday.
Potentially trying to prolong the career. Well, they've prolonged it at least by another day or two anyway. But there's going to be a ceremony for Rafa Nadal. I will talk about that as I see things unfold on the screen. Do get your comments in the live chat, by the way. I will address them as and when I can. But yes, more Davis Cup action, of course, coming up tomorrow. And the tennis show goes on without Rafa Nadal, but with Wesley Koolhof. USA-Australia, which for me is a massive, massive, massive encounter. So yeah, do get your comments in the live chat. I will come to them in a second. Just doing a little bit of stuff. There we go. So over to the live chat, see if anything dramatic is happening there. Goodbye Legend, says Patricia. Is there any significance to the tennis balls behind you? Not really, other than the fact that they're pretty much done and dusted. They've all been used at some point or another, but they are now defunct. But they've all been used, basically, and it just adds a nice bit of background. They are on top of a table tennis table, and with a couple of other tennis-related things, including the mufflers, the microphone mufflers, the windshields as well. Well, indeed, there's a lot of decisions and quotes and comments regarding the decisions of the Spanish team today. Of course, beginning with the choice to go with Nadal in the singles. We'll never know if Bautista Agut would have won that match. The decision, according to Rafa in his press conference, we'll play the press conference at the end of this video, but it's also up on our YouTube channel as well. But we will play it to you at the end of this stream. But the decision to play Nadal was made solely by the team captain, David Ferrer, supposedly with the objective of winning the tie and not with emotion. Yeah. But then again, Granollers in the doubles, you know, maybe hindsight is a wonderful thing, and playing maybe RBA in the singles and then Nadal and Alcaraz in the doubles might have been the way to go, given Granollers' performance, but I don't think we were to know that. There's no guarantees that RBA, of course, would have won that match either, especially with the number of first serves that Botic was getting in. Botic playing quite well in the doubles there, but it was Wesley Koolhof that stole the show. Here we go. We're going to have a live show now as we see some of Alcaraz's, Nadal's best moments. Well, of course, Tennis Channel doing their usual rubbish job of covering things. Not exactly covering themselves in glory right now. This is better. Thank you, producer. Inolvidable, unforgettable. In his career, Jane, he's played a lot of doubles. I'm not sure that they've had a great start to the ceremony, but let's see. Certainly tears amongst the family, and here's going to be Rafa with some words in Spanish, almost certainly. So we communicated to everyone in October the decision to retire from professional tennis in the Cup, Davis Cup. Thank you, thank you. And 1,000 thank yous. The guy, by the way, on the microphone there, he does work for Nadal. Tennis being tennis. It's a conversation, though, for another day. Now, Nadal waves to the crowd, says thank you. Someone has a placard saying forever, Nadal, Nadal. Let's see, Nadal's fitness coach, his sister, David Hegarty, the ITF chief. So this is going to be in Spanish. I'll do my best to translate where I can, but sometimes I won't need to. Gracias and Rafa. Rafa won't need a translation. Even the Dutch singing it. Well, good evening to everyone. It's difficult to start, but anyway. Thank you for those who are here today. To you, the public, those in attendance. Honestly, in the good moments, in the bad moments, but I always wanted to keep fighting with all of you. Not just to Spain, but to everyone in the world. I'm so fortunate, especially here in Spain. Tanto cariño. It's like lots and lots of love, lots of appreciation. Thank you for that. I want to continue and say congratulations to the Netherlands. I want to show my appreciation to the whole Spanish team. To live this illusion with you guys, with this dream. Honestly, just also want to just say thank you to you guys. Obviously for the last week since he arrived in Malaga. To pass these last few days. To be a part of this team has been incredible. An honor as well. We've enjoyed and continued.
que así será. O sea, que mil gracias a todos.
Thanks to everyone. A million thank yous. Or maybe 1,000 thank yous, actually. Rafa's father, Sebastian, there.
Bueno, la realidad es que
The reality is,
quiere llegar a este momento, ¿no? Yo sinceramente no estoy cansado de jugar a tenis, simplemente el cuerpo ha llegado a un momento dado que
I'm not tired of playing tennis, it's just the body.
quiere jugar más a tenis, con lo cual hay que aceptar la situación.
You have to accept the situation.
Me siento
I feel
súper privilegiado, ¿no?
privileged
Mis hobbies, mi carrera,
to play this sport as a career, one of my hobbies.
Solo puedo dar gracias
All I can say is thank you
a toda esta gente que tengo
to all the people here,
están, muchos sí. Me habéis familia,
my family,
sin ninguna duda, ¿no? Equipo,
my team,
amigos,
friends.
no es un día ahora mismo para personalizar.
I don't want to personalize this.
Es difícil y me voy a olvidar de gente, ¿no? Pero habéis sido
It's been
inolvidable de mi día,
an unforgettable part of my life.
todos estos años, ¿no?
All these years,
Una persona que
I'm the person
cree en la continuidad, en mantener a las
who believes
personas
in
que realmente te quieren y que realmente hacen que tu vida sea mejor cerca de ti. Es lo
to
que
maintain
he
this,
hecho durante toda mi vida, mantener el equipo, mantener a la familia,
to maintain the family, maintain everything,
cambios en mi equipo, y eso me ha llevado a no tener una relación personal con todos vosotros.
to continue a personal relation with you guys as well.
Una relación personal que va muchísimo más allá de nuestra carrera profesional que hemos vivido juntos. Por todo ello, mil gracias de verdad.
Thank you, 1,000 thank yous, honestly, from the bottom of my heart.
También,
As well,
sé que es no me quiero alargar más de la cuenta, la verdad, pero bueno, en ese sentido, pues también quiero agradecer a todos los que en algún momento han estado a mi lado, ¿no? A nivel de compañías, a nivel de ayudas, a la Federación Española, a todos los sponsors que me han acompañado en el camino. Algunos siguen y han durado toda la vida, otros se pasaron por algún momento de mi vida. Sin excepción, increíble.
without exception,
La confianza,
the trust to support me unconditionally, the support of my colleagues all these years, to feel confident, to feel safe, to feel secure. I apologize, I'm not getting all of the words. It's sometimes difficult for me to talk over Rafa while he's talking and then understand what he's saying next, but hopefully you're getting the sentiments anyway. He's one of his coaches, Mark Lopez, there as well, his fitness coach, his sister, his mother. Those who've been accompanying me with this story.
Pero quiero agradeceros de la manera que me habéis tratado la gran mayoría de las veces, ¿no? A veces me habré equivocado en cosas.
Sometimes my team, he's talking about his team now.
Otros bien, pero me he sentido muy bien tratado por vosotros, y lo más importante para mí es que creo que ha habido siempre con todos vosotros una relación de respeto, y aunque...
And a relation with respect.
Aprecio muchísimo de la manera que me habéis tratado y que me habéis podido contar al mundo la historia que he tenido, que ha sido para mí una historia preciosa, con momentos que han sido malos, pero que la realidad es que la gran mayoría han sido realmente buenos y
really good,
¿no? O sea,
and unforgettable.
Gracias por haber sido parte de mi historia.
Unbelievable thank you as well. Changeover pod. All these pods have all very similar names.
A toda la industria del deporte, la ATP, la ITF,
The ATP, ITF,
todos, Federación Balear, todos los que hacéis que este deporte siga estando en la cima del mundo. Somos un deporte global.
This is a global sport.
Que nuestro deporte
In our sport,
a masas y os animo a continuar con el camino.
I will keep supporting the sport.
Yo soy un súper apasionado del deporte.
I'm super passionate about this sport in general.
Pero sigo estando aquí. Cualquier cosa, espero seguir siendo un buen embajador para el tenis. Es lo que
is what I
es lo que he intentado
want to try to keep being better as a person.
Desde el respeto, desde la humildad, desde el valorar todas las cosas buenas que me han ido pasando. Yo creo que
I believe that. I'm going to keep trying
algo que para mí es lo más importante en este mundo.
for the things that are important in this world.
Espero que así lo hayáis percibido.
I think he's just talking about his personal development now, post tennis.
Me voy de este mundo del tenis profesional habiendo encontrado muchísimos amigos en el camino, ¿no? Tengo tanta gente.
I've made many friends along this way, along this journey, in tournaments, people that have worked with me, but really I think I'm going to keep going with the tranquility, the calmness. You know, sport's part of my life, but okay, maybe not on the court. Again, thank you for everything. Get your questions in the live chat. I will try and answer them in a minute. Now he's talking about his family. Oh, there's a guy I saw in the gym the other day.
Más fácil de llevar, ¿no? Sé que viene un proceso, no sé si difícil, pero todos los cambios en esta vida llevan un proceso de adaptación. Y estoy tranquilo porque
but I'm calm. Talking about the future here.
Me permite pues encarar lo que viene con tranquilidad, con la satisfacción personal de haber hecho todo lo que he podido hasta el final.
With the personal satisfaction.
Estoy tranquilo porque
honestly, I'm very calm. I've got a great family. Thank you very much. Father Sebastian there applauding. The crowd once again on their feet. I guess there's going to be a presentation from the ITF. There is some emotion now from Rafa. The mic drop has happened, I think. And now we do see some emotion. In this incredible career, he's being asked a question. So yes, since the 2004 Davis Cup, obviously you've been representing Spain. Today. So yeah, going to be a presentation now from the ITF from
for everything you have done for tennis, for the development of the sport around the world.
The ITF. But yeah, now the emotion has got Rafa. But there's a grin there.
So much, Mr. Haverty, Mr. Miguel. Rafa, son miles, son millones las personas que hoy querrían decirte un montón de cosas, con el corazón y con el alma. Los recuerdos que nos has dejado.
Guessing there's going to be a video.
Como es muy difícil expresarlo con palabras, te voy a pedir que mires, Rafa, aquella pantalla.
Yeah, here we go. Probably a message from a bunch of people, I guess.
A momentous occasion then for Rafael Nadal, the 17-year-old Spaniard, about to make his Davis Cup debut.
Yeah, here comes the video. Nadal's done it for Spain. In Sevilla, I think. I'll try and name some of these people saying thanks. Iker Casillas there, former Spanish international goalkeeper and Real Madrid goalkeeper, of course. Some images from Rafa's past, some distant, some not so distant. Raúl, former Spanish and Real Madrid forward, also a friend of Rafa's, of course, saying that he's been an inspiration in his life. Serena Williams.
So many wins to keep going, to fight, to get better, to improve, to basically play like you.
The passion and intensity that he played with was something that
Andy Murray, the passion, yeah.
Aspire to, and what all tennis fans will envy for. It's been incredible watching you.
Oh, that is out of the stratosphere.
Your tenacity, your fighting spirit, the energy that you brought, the power, is something that will be studied and is something that will be transferred to many, many generations that are coming up. I've been very honored and thrilled to be called your rival. The tennis world and the sports world will miss the incredible energy that you brought on the court. There is so much to embrace, so much to celebrate.
Conchita Martinez. Oh, talking in English. Rafa getting a Federer moment.
Some of my favorite memories would be Rafa, of course, 2008 Wimbledon finals, where you got me.
Andres Iniesta, you will be eternal, he says. Juan Martín del Potro. Yeah, they shared some great moments on the court, not to be forgotten. Passion that you put into every point, says Raúl. Your legacy will be eternal, he goes on to say. Conchita Martinez there. David Beckham, speaking Spanish. Congratulations, says Iniesta. Big hug, says Raúl.
Enjoy retirement, man. Love you and we'll miss you very much. enjoy the moment. Take care, Rafa.
Un abrazo enorme y gracias por todo, Rafa.
Un abrazo muy grande y muchas gracias por todo. Thank you very much and good luck, my friend.
Yeah. Do check out a video that we have on Talking Tennis where we interviewed some of the people that have played alongside and against Rafa. We did that on the day of the announcement.
But your legacy starts now. The question is simple. How would you like to be remembered in the future?
How would you like to be remembered?
Well, in English I understand, so I in some way I said before the titles,
The titles. Oh, he's speaking English now.
are there. So people probably know that, but the way that I would like to be remembered more is like a good person from a small village in Mallorca that I mean, as I said, no, from a small village in Mallorca that I had the luck that I had my uncle that was a tennis coach in my village when I was a very small kid, and I had a great family that I had the chance to support me in every single moment. You know, just a kid that follow their dreams, worked as hard as possible to be where I am today, and at the end of the day, being honest, a lot of people work hard, a lot of people tries their best every single day, but I am one of these that I have been very lucky that the life gave me the opportunity to live unforgettable experiences because of tennis. You know? So I just want to be remembered as a good person and a kid that followed their dreams and achieved more than what I ever did.
Don't need to translate that, do I?
Rafa, has compartido pistas con centenares de jugadores que te admiran, que te quieren, que te van a recordar siempre. No pueden estar todos aquí, pero en nombre de todos ellos vamos a llamar a una persona que nos gustaría que te dijera unas palabras en representación de todo el mundo del tenis. No va a estar aquí como tu capitán, va a estar aquí como tu amigo, como un jugador y como una gran persona, David Ferrer.
David Ferrer, Key, are here to talk to you and come on the stage if you like. Not necessarily as a captain or as a player, but as a friend. Good evening, he says, David.
Bueno, puedo hablar como en nombre del tenis español y
from Spanish tennis,
del tenis mundial.
from the world of tennis.
Ya sabes muy bien lo que ha significado para el mundo de este deporte.
What you mean for this tennis world?
De lo que es la gente que has tenido alrededor desde que empezaste a jugar al tenis.
Since you started playing tennis,
Que han hecho posible que
when you've
seas
done
lo que has sido a nivel
impossible things,
personal, alguien que desea
professional level, personal level.
Te echaremos mucho de menos.
We're going to miss you so much.
Eso siempre quedará para la historia. Siempre voy a ser breve porque ya se ha dicho todo lo que pienso en ti, valores.
Your values, your humility, your tenacity,
Has dado todo el ejemplo que
a high example.
cualquier jugador quiere ser. Tú lo has hecho. Pero yo siempre digo que la mejor educación es el ejemplo.
You're,
Has sido nuestro ejemplo. Nuestro ejemplo como persona.
you're the example.
Tenístico, Rafa. personas que son recordadas por sus logros en la vida, independientemente de cuáles sean. Hay personas que son recordadas
There are people.
hasta el fin de sus vidas y hay personas que son recordadas eternamente. Tú serás
There are certain people that are eternal. You are eternal. And they embrace. David Ferrer on the receiving end of a battering at the French Open in the final, like so many others. 14 finals, 14 wins for Rafa and Roland Garros. The truth is, 1,000 thank yous. Here in Spain, I am more than happy.
Por todo, ¿no? Me he olvidado antes de decir algo y es mis grandes rivales, ¿no? Mis rivales me han empujado
My rivals
a tener la carrera
in my
muchísimo más larga y
tennis career.
que lo que hubiera tenido sin haber tenido grandes rivales enfrente, ¿no? David ha sido uno de ellos.
David was one of my rivals.
Aquí, pero que realmente les agradezco haber compartido tanto juntos. Me despido de vosotros como tenista profesional.
I say goodbye to you and tennis professional. But we'll see each other again. That's the truth. Thank you.
Que sepas que los pioneros que pusieron las primeras piedras del deporte español están muy orgullosos de ti.
I'm very proud of you, says the on-court interviewer.
Ahora te están aplaudiendo desde el cielo porque cuelga la raqueta el mejor deportista español de todos los tiempos.
The best Spanish sports person in history.
En la antorcha olímpica de París sigue encendida para toda la eternidad. Señoras y señores, si alguno quedan sentado, que se ponga en pie. Se acaba una carrera, pero comienza un legado. Para siempre, Rafa
Forever,
Nadal.
Rafa Nadal. Indeed, Dave. Great words. Carlos Moya and Rafa Nadal embrace. Other members of the Spanish Davis Cup team as well, more embraces. Sebastian Nadal also tearful. I didn't see Tony there today. Maybe he has been there, I don't know. Mary there, Rafa's wife, also teary-eyed, as you can imagine. Everyone on the team, the physios, the trainers, all getting an embrace. Hey, Nick. Yeah. It's been a... Well, we'll come to the goodbye in a minute. I've got a few more words to say, that's for sure. But I'll just say this. It's been a 2-year goodbye, maybe, in a way, which is probably what makes this day a little bit more manageable. As the crowd say goodbye to the stadium and to Rafa Nadal, but of course, some of them will be back tomorrow. As the tennis world goes on, the Davis Cup continues with more quarterfinal clashes. Get your comments in the live chat. I will address them in the final few minutes of this episode. I will also have a quick look at social media to see what's been going down over the last 20 minutes or so. Yeah, let's have a quick look at social media now, shall we? And to see what's been going on. Juan Martin del Potro there with a social media post. Always Rafa. Simply always Rafa. Or simply thank you, I should say, Rafa. Let's have a quick share of this one for you, ladies and gentlemen, so you can see it. The ATP Tour as well, posting a relentless, redefining, remarkable Rafa. Roland Garros social media post as well. Dear Rafa, it's been a privilege to watch you evolve on our clay, where you will leave a perpetual mark on such a challenging surface. We're proud to count you as our greatest champion. As much for your 14 titles as for the man you are. Your legacy will live on forever, on and off the tennis courts. Victory belongs to the most tenacious. Legend belongs to the king of clay. Thank you for the countless memories we've shared together. We wish you all the best for the future. Roland Garros has been and always will be your home. Hasta pronto, amigo. Roland Garros. Boris Becker. Very sad to say, Rafael Nadal will retire from tennis. An absolute icon from our sport will no longer play the game we love on a professional level. We love and honor Rafa as long as he lives. L'Equipe. Larmes finales. Final, what is that? The final weapon, maybe? Something like that. I'm going to guess, but maybe someone who speaks French in the chat can answer that. Do get your questions and your thoughts in the live chat. I can see Yannick here, Yannick Schneider. He's been on the show once or twice, and German journalist who's there in the stadium. Nice image there just before the Rafa show, if you like, at the end that we saw the ceremony. The Rafa show has been going on for 20 years. The ceremony, slightly less. Maybe you're right, Vanch. Maybe you're right. Hindsight being a wonderful thing. I think that's probably how it should have been done. But, well, yeah. We can only imagine. That was what I thought was going to happen, I must say. But in the end, it didn't. Yeah, let's have a quick look as well elsewhere. Here's maybe a nice translation from Pau, a Mallorca journalist. My big rivals have helped me to have a much longer and more successful career. I thank them for sharing so much together. I think we know in particular the 2 or 3 rivals he means. I say goodbye as a professional tennis player, but the person will still be here with you. I hope for many more years to come. Thank you all. A nicely considered translation. It's going to be a Spain press conference. I wonder, probably there won't be any tough questions for David Ferrer in the way the emotion has been in so other ways. Rafael Nadal is and will be the only player in history to lose the first and last match on Davis Cup, winning all the other ones. Yes, indeed. There we go. Yuri Novak had the pleasure of beating Rafael Nadal on carpet, no less, in 2004, followed by a run that began also on the carpet, also in 2004 against Radek Stepanek, and ended against Denis Shapovalov in Madrid 5 years ago before losing his last match today against Botic van der Sandschulp. A few more tweets. Let's see what else has been going on. Just a reminder that Slovakia, of course, will be playing tomorrow in the Billie Jean King Cup final. Here's the David Beckham. Here's the
Felicidades por tu carrera increíble. Rafa, I wanted to send my love and huge congratulations to you for an amazing career. Thank you for so many incredible moments and memories as a tennis fan, and for everything that you have done to inspire young people around the world. So, Rafa, the best thing about retirement is that we can now go and watch our beloved Real Madrid together. A la Madrid. Wishing you lots of luck and happy retirement for you and your family. Un besito para tú y tu familia.
Little mistake there, David, with the Spanish. Para ti, not para tú. But there we go. I'm sure we can forgive him that particular error. Unforced error, perhaps. but an error all the same. Yeah, let's see if there's any more things. What's going on? Hey, TC, some people can understand Spanish, so let's hear it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Here's Jose Morgado recording, of course, what's been going on there as well. See if there's anything else I can share for you from social media that I think could be of relevance and importance. Do get your points in the live chat before we wrap things up. Yeah, nice little thing here. Thank you, Rafa, for the fight. Says one such fan, I'm going to say. Although they do have 27,000 followers, so maybe they're a bit more than a fan. Don't know. Listen, I'm going to come to some of your points in the live chat, and then we will close the show. So, wow, says Declan. Indeed, it was an emotional evening. More tears as well from Jane, and of course, suggesting there it's over. Some points from Keane regarding the selection for sure. Extremely valid and relevant. Patricia says, bye, legend. Also questions about maybe Granolas, I think, in terms of his performance. It seemed like the obvious choice before, but in terms of the level we saw in the end, it just wasn't there from him, nor Rafa today, as it turned out. But that is tennis. Tennis TV just put up a compilation of every tournament winning point for Rafa, and it's 45 minutes long. I wonder if that includes the Grand Slam winning points, because I don't know if Tennis TV have access to those, but maybe those that do have given them the privilege today on this very special day. 92 titles altogether, I believe. Yeah. What else is going on in the live chat? Yeah, so let me just have a quick look. Go back to the live chat. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, do check out our videos, by the way. A couple there on Nadal in particular that you might want to check out. Let's close some of these windows and I'll head back to the live chat. This was a great picture, by the way, from earlier. One that in a way probably didn't age well. If Spain had gone on to win the tie, maybe it would have done. But in the end, I guess we'll probably rest to finish with this one. Much love, Rafa. Your fighting spirit is unmatched. Yeah, I love that comment from Dave. You have inspired countless junior tennis players and many more to come. Vamos, Rafa. Nadal has played a lot of doubles, Jane. A lot of doubles in his career. And of course, winning a doubles gold medal at the Olympics. In the past, farewell, Rafa, says Josip, a gentleman on the court, never broken a racket. Indeed, 0 rackets broken. Keen, yeah, very good. Damn, I'll miss you, Rafa. I've been cheering you on for 20 years. Thank you. Do I understand Portuguese and Italian, Keen? Portuguese more than Italian, but only because I've spent some time learning it. But it's still basic, let's say. Maybe a bit more than basic, but not much. How am I holding up? Yeah, I think I answered that one. Actually, I'll come to that one now. The Nadal retirement, maybe it began on the grass courts of Wimbledon in 2022. The 5th set or the 5-setter with Taylor Fritz, that was the last time I think we really saw Rafa at Rafa's level. He had an incredible opening 7 months to that year, including the Australian Open title, including the French Open title, winning in Acapulco as well. Final of Indian Wells, an injury setback there didn't end up holding him up too much. Same with the injury setback he suffered in Rome, ultimately lifting his 14th French Open title, and was set to play a semi-final against Nick Kyrgios at Wimbledon in 2022, but that was scuppered by the abdominal issue that he suffered that day. Of course, that wasn't necessarily the one that finished his career, but it was the beginning of a downward spiral that has been 2.5 years in the making and culminated in today's performance, if you like. The hip injury, of course, that was incurred in January 2023 was almost certainly far more significant in terms of the end of the career, but there was lots of other things, as Rafa has highlighted on them. We saw it in the performance today that the movement is just not there anymore. And yes, maybe with practice, maybe with a bit more, maybe he can hang there with the world number 50, the world number 75, the world number 100. But that is not how Rafa wants to head out of this sport. He wants to head out at the top or as close as possible to the top. Arguably, he didn't quite manage ending at the top, but at least a couple of years ago, he was very much at the top of the sport and sealing his 22nd Grand Slam. Yeah, the little flickerings we saw this year in Brisbane to some extent, before another hip injury there ruled him out of the Australian Open and large parts of the next parts of the season, until we did finally see him in Barcelona and Madrid. Still very much a shadow of himself, I would suggest, in some of those results and some of those wins, but there were some epic moments and some wonderful goodbyes. Also in Rome as well. How can we forget that goodbye on the balcony? Before, of course, a little more flickering as well in Sweden, in Bastard, where he got to the final of the 250 before losing to Nuno Borges. I think there were probably more concerns then about the level and again about the movement. We saw it again at Roland Garros in that straight sets loss to Novak as well. And that was probably the day that finally confirmed to Rafa, if you like, that, hang on, even on my beloved clay, even on my beloved home in my own backyard, even here at Roland Garros, I'm still not able to replicate what I know I could and should be capable of. Yeah. Well, I think it's kind of happening, Nick. Yeah. Indeed, Zhao. So, if Nadal's career in so many ways, could be summed up by those words, at least in terms of the latter stages of his career, of course, the rest of his career, one thing I think that has been forgotten in a lot of some of the eulogies, but even during his career, was just how phenomenally talented he was, because all the tributes that I have been watching have been talking about tenacity and workmanlike and never giving up. At times I sometimes think that they're talking about somebody who's, tried to win a Grand Slam but never quite gotten there. Well, this is a guy who tore up the record books. And he didn't just do it by coming from behind victories. Who can forget that 2008 run to winning the French Open title, destroying Roger Federer in the final? Who can forget, of course, just a few weeks later, winning at Wimbledon? The shot making, honestly, insane, off the charts. The chasing the balls down, the flicks, the behind the net, behind the back smashes, the forehand, the slice even, the backhand at times, especially the last couple of years. The movement, the sliding, the incredible shot making from acute angles, the volleys, the part of his game that everyone kept talking about was underrated, and now finally, I think it can be said it was rated. So, Rafa Nadal, a career also very much defined by numbers. What was it? 1,000 thank yous, he said today. 912 consecutive weeks in the top 10. That's nearly 18 full years. 22 Grand Slam titles. 14 I repeat, 14 French Opens, 4 US Opens, 2 Wimbledons, and 2 Australian Opens. Coming back from 2 sets to love down, to win in 5 sets over Daniel Medvedev for his 21st slam, arguably being the most memorable of all, just 2.5 years ago. He had 112 career win-loss record at Roland Garros. 29-2 in the Davis Cup singles, of course, the second loss coming today. As he said in his press conference, which I'll play for you shortly, I lost my first match in the Davis Cup and I lost my last one. So here we close the circle. He won 82.6% in his tour level matches. He had a 1,080, 228 career record. 92 titles, 209 weeks at world number 1. 5 years finishing as the world number 1 at the year-end rankings in 2008, 2010, 2013, 2017, and then most recently 2019. 2 Olympic gold medals in singles in 2008 and doubles in 2016. At least 1 tour level title for 19 consecutive seasons, running from 2004 until 2022. 23 victories against a man ranked number 1 at the time, the most since ATP computerized rankings began in 1973. 63 clay court titles, the most for a man in the Open era. 410 wins at the ATP Masters 1000 tournaments, 36 1,000 titles among those 92 career titles. 1. Rafael Nadal.